Hello and welcome back, Crash Nation, to another episode here with your Arizona Diamondbacks. We are World Series champions, people, in 2024. And we have some moves we got to make. We have some guys we got to re-sign. Someone is going to be going away. But that's part of the offseason here as we look at Miguel Sano. He wants a 5-year deal. 31, he is declining. It would be fine signing him with a 2-year deal. Try and get as much power as we can out of him before he's kaput. Madison Baumgartner, he's 35 years old. He wants a 2-year deal. Possibly. Trevor May, another 35-year-old veteran. I just don't know if I want to sign these guys, especially with our rise in prospect pool. We got Lucas Sims. He wants a 5-year deal till he's 35, just under $10 million a year, possibly, but we will explore free agency. But first things first, we gotta re-sign the manager that helped us get here. The man, the myth, the legend, Torey Lovullo, however you want to pronounce it. This guy is gonna lead the Diamondbacks to be a next great dynasty in baseball. Keon Kela, I could sign him to a 3-year deal. I feel like he can be a dominant bullpen arm for us for at least another couple of years. He's got some velocity. He knows what he can do in the clutch. Alright, and now we need to get third base coach or a hitting coach. What are we looking for here? Hitting coach. Jason Lane. Possibility here. See if we can improve our hitting just a little bit better here. There we go. We got ourselves a new hitting coach. Barragar claimed off waivers. So that depth lefty is gone. But we got some youth coming up to take his spot. The free agent pitching class in this year's is insane. Max Fried, a lefty we considering going after here. Mike Soroka, Canadian. Corbin Burns, Evaldi, John Means. My goodness. A team, if they were loading up for this free agency class, it would be a deadly rotation. My goodness. We have a little bit of money here to spend. We can't go too crazy, but there are some names out there we are interested in. Merrill Kelly, we will offer arbitration to. Same as Stefan Crichon. Save some money on some players. And same as Christian Walker. Zach Plesac. We'll give him some arbitration. And his final year, he will be a free agent next year. I don't know if I want to commit to him full time. See if we can get one more year out of him. And Max Fried. What's a 5-year deal from the Royals? What if we could get that down to a 3 or 4-year deal? Would he want to join us instead, the defending champs? I mean, he had a rough time in Kansas City, but I feel like he is someone that could be a huge number 3 for us. Even Mike Soroka. But we are loaded at right-handed pitching right now. We need some lefties in there. John Means could be another option here for us if we don't get a strong lefty. He could be a solid guy for us in the starting rotation. Pablo Lopez, another guy, could be an option. But speaking of lefties, we're trying to go for Aaron Bummer here, lefty out of the bullpen. And also AJ Minter, possibility. Will Smith. Lefties in the bullpen for days in this class. Alright, looking for another at-bat here. Eloy Jimenez is someone that kind of stuck out to us. He is 28 years old, still in his prime. Someone that we won't be afraid to sign to more than 2 years. And we think we could probably get a 30 home run guy out of this guy. And Cam Gallagher, someone we could probably be a third catcher in this team. Manny Pena, veteran presence in there. Doesn't have to hit homers. Can just play solid defense and get on base. Tom Murphy, someone that's not going to be too expensive either. Not going to be more than $5 million. I wouldn't want that. Maybe as a backup pitcher, I would give that. But Max Fried, we have decided to try and up it. Alright. Our offer's getting beat, so let's see what we can do here. We'll give him a 3-year deal with more money. Will he want to take that? Kansas City Royals. We don't want to lose that battle here. Alright, sim ahead. Ooh, Cubs get Jesse Winkler from the Royals for Ryan McMahon. That's a pretty fair trade, honestly. That's probably the fair trade I've ever seen with the trade logic. But hey. Oh, and Walker Buehler, the Dodger. He is going to the White Sox. And we steal a White Sox player. Eloy Jimenez is coming to Arizona. Mejia leaves Tampa, goes to Oakland. Lowe goes to Cleveland. And Pirates and the Guardians come out with the trade here. Interesting. Woodruff to Seattle. Bregman to Boston on a 7-year deal. Shane Bieber. They lose their starting guy. They get Shane Bieber. Fair trade. Man, oh man, some big names being moved around here this offseason. Max Fried. We're still on the top of his list. Bullpen arms. Aaron Bummer. The Rays are trying to sign him. AJ Minter is there as well. I feel like we got to get in on this bullpen action here. And we are going to try and make an offer for Aaron Bummer. He's a solid lefty option. Out of the pen. Lucas Sims. Paul Sewald. I think we're going to try and get him for a couple years. And just under $6 million if he wants to take that. Sure. Harrison Bader goes to Detroit. Oh my goodness, there's big names moving around. What an exciting offseason. Oh, and Lucas Sims, he goes to Milwaukee. Pete Alonso to San Diego. Only making $15 million a year. Man, oh man. Alright, wasn't expecting that. So we definitely need to upgrade a pitching if we ought to face it off against that offense. My goodness. There is still some options here in case we lose on Friedman. But Aaron Bummer, he's coming to Arizona. Same as Eloy Jimenez. And we get him just under $6 million a year. That is a steal. That's probably going to be the steal of the offseason, honestly. And there we go. We got our manager back. Oh, and the Mets. The New York Mets spent money. They gave him term. I guess he wanted that more than money. John Means. Seattle wants him now. Alright, see if we can outbid Seattle here. Give him a 4-year deal. And we'll give you... we do that? Yeah. Just over 13.5. Looking at the trades in the offseason so far. Nothing too crazy going on anymore. Jock Peterson could be another lefty bat for us. Abdel Herrera, another fourth outfielder option. Depth in the minors. Ender Encarante. Jake Cave. Juan Soto is still a free agent. We just don't have the money to go after him. It would be tempting. Christopher Sapitas. We are going to go after as a depth in the minors. Possibly Billy McKinney, Adam Eaton, Steven Souza. There are some outfielder options here. But Mickey Moniak, we'll see if he can do something here for us. See if he can grow. He was the second overall pick in his draft year. See if he can be worth something. Christian Yelich goes to Baltimore for Adley Rutschman. Well, that's an interesting trade right there. Don't know how I feel about that. Juan Soto, he goes to the Mets. And we get the backup option. John Means. Our starting rotation's got to be one of the best in the league now. Alright, the Rule 5 draft. Oh, we lost Andy Yerzy. And it was about time. You can't hold on to prospects forever. They do need to grow and get a chance to go in the majors. That's what the Rule 5 draft is for. giving these guys that are just buried in the minors a chance to go to a different system and actually be ruled on the 40-man roster. Andy Yerzy, 26-year-old Canadian, just couldn't grow enough for us to add him to our team. So it's going to be sad to see him go, but understandable. And the Dodgers are moving on from Buxton too. The Dodgers entering a rebuild phase here. Mets are on a spending spree, so the Mets are going to be a team to look out for. Corbin Burns goes to LA. Grandal to LA. Presley. Alright. I want to try and add on to our bullpen here, but we also need to try and save some money. We're going to save a little bit of money here. Not much. But Blaze Alexander, Canzone, Castellanos, they're kind of stuck in our system, not going anywhere. So we're going to make a trade with the Oilers. Not the Oilers, the Orioles. Got hockey on my mind. People just finished watching a game. Sorry, that's the Canadian in me. They are interested in this deal. Hassel stuck in the Oilers. See, almost did it again. Orioles system. And we looked for a couple of infielder depths here in free agency. We thought about going... Where was he? Kirk Casale, Malton Maldonado, Roberto Perez, just as a third, fourth lot catcher for us here. But Will Banfield, 25 years old. We're going to give him a shot in the minors. See if we can grow into something. Me, a late bloomer. A lot of deep potentials here in the late rounds of free agency. Joey Votto, Diaz, but Carter Kieboom, however you want to pronounce his name, we're going to sign him as a minor leaguer as well. Brewers bring on Tyler O'Neill. Rockies are getting Freddie Peralta. They have a new ace. We'll see if that will help them in this division rivalry, as the Diamondbacks have dominated. Chris Sale goes to Atlanta. Jonathan Stope to Philly on a 1-year deal. Alright. Arbitration, eh? Alright. Blizak, Perdomo. No one's really making any big money. Merrill Kelly, Christian Walker. Victor Robles signs in Minnesota. Austin Meadows goes back to where his career began, in Pittsburgh. Okay. For John, under $1 million. We're fine with that. Come on. What do we got? Any big trades? Nothing sticks out like crazy. But hey, it's a pretty solid offseason. We improved our bullpen. We got a solid outfield hitter. But there's one more move we want to make. Going after Cody Hure. And we got Lawrence Falk and Herman Urzari. 2 prospects here we are willing to give up to the Cubs. And that will improve our bullpen even more. A couple bullpen arms, a big bat, and another man in our starting rotation. I feel like we can compete for another World Series title here. Got some depth. I'm going to try Scott Nunn in the starting rotation. If he does not pan out, we'll let him grow in the AAA system a little more this year. But I want to try him out. He made a pretty solid debut last season. So let's see if he has what it takes. This is potentially what our offense could be looking like. Not in this order, but hey, it's spring training, people. And we got that coming up next episode. Until then, go Snakes. And we will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Peace.